Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you. Midday Money. What's today? Tuesday the 13th. Welcome on into the show. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and put that notification bell on because you want to know when we post. All right, we do free pick videos on the Winning Free Picks, Picks and Parlays page, but the live shows, put the notification bell on so you know Midday Money's coming on. Look at lines at night. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. You want to give me a follow over there. And again, we are available in podcast form. Wherever you listen to your podcast, look up the Midday Money Show. Come give it a follow, give it a download, whatever you do. I don't know how it works. I mean, I got to count on all these little things to follow myself, and why wouldn't you? Anyway, so short show yesterday. Only 10 minutes. I apologize. Sometimes other things take precedent over my little show. So there is that. Recap will be short and sweet, just like our wins yesterday, because there were 0-2 with our picks for Major League Baseball. NBA, Strauss, what was it, 2.5 rebounds? Yeah, easy winner there. 5-1 in our NBA finals props. We'll take it. Denver futures winners. There you go, Denver. I'm not going to run into, should I go back and look at everybody who was Miami Heat winning this thing? Sure, we could go and say that, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. That would be wrong. It is what it is. We told you Denver. Well, Tim had a Denver future, I think, way back from the beginning of the season when he was out in Vegas about last year. I was high on Denver the entire season. I think in February we said get some future tickets. We said beforehand they'll beat Minnesota, they'll beat the Suns with their injury show. The Lakers are a joke, and Miami a little undermanned. Never in doubt. Today's picks. Let's just get to today's because we have a couple picks out for today. Let's start on the ice. We'll start NBA. So let's just say 68-64 plus $20 for the video on the season. 36-32 winning year plus 477. On the Picks and Parlay site, Winning Free Pick site, super duper there. NHL 15-62. We'll have a losing season here. We are down 132, but overall on the sites, I am 67-80, down 196. So even if this big puck line plus 155, although I have it at a plus 164 on the sites because I put out the other day, it'll still be a little bit of losing year. It happens. What am I going to do? What I'll do, take a little bit of losing year on the site, so be it. Baseball, now 0-2 yesterday, 132 and 155. What am I going to say? It's been a slump for the last few days, minus 1243. 215 and 233 on the sites, down about $8. Am I worried? Absolutely not. We'll be fine. Let's get to those picks right now. We got the Brew Crew plus 105 here. Burnsy, pretty consistent. His strikeouts are down. He's not as dominant as he has been. But I'm not really high on Pablo Lopez. I think Burns is going to strike out some cats here. It's really that simple. I got Milwaukee on a little bit of a losing streak. I know, and I don't like to come in on teams on losing streaks, but I just can't see Pablo Lopez. Twins offense, missing some guys, strikeout prone. Let's go. I'll take a Cy Young winner. The guy's been good the last 2 years. This year he's gone from awesome to just really good. I mean, I'll take a plus 105. Still good splits on the road for him with a low whip and a batting average against, I think it's under 200. Cards under. Yes, we don't like St. Louis, right? We think they're a terrible team. Give me the under here. Both of these teams have been playing to the under. As much as I like that St. Louis offense, hasn't really been performing too much. Let's go under the 9. Seems a little high, right? Begging me to go under that number. I'll go. I'm going to do it. Under Cards and Giants. I don't hate Cobb. Flannery. What is there to say? Let's move on. Rangers under and a run line. So I had the Rangers yesterday on the run line. Didn't get there. What am I going to say? Bullpen low in games. It hurts. I'll come back on a run line here, but I'm also on the under, which is a tough one because I want runs, but I don't want too many runs. Gray's been pretty solid at home, more than solid at home. And Berea is a guy, out of the bullpen. He's been solid. Like he's gonna go 5 innings. We've seen the Angels put up nine. Was it 9-6 last night? 9-4 the game before. So the bullpen has a little bit of work underneath them. Is it going to get shelled? I don't know. The Rangers right up there with Tampa Bay as a great home team. I just think that Gray will stymie him a bit. And as great as the Rangers offense has been, 5-2, 4-1, I'm not going to be shocked at a low scoring game here. So we'll go Rangers under 9.5, and we'll look for the big payday on the run line again. Again, we'll see how this. Padre, I'm coming with San Diego under. These guys have been an under team. I mentioned them almost as much as I mentioned Cleveland being an under squad. So I'll go under 7.5 with BB and Musgrove there. Not much to say. I think both teams don't hit a lot. And I think the pitching's decent. So under the 7.5. And again, with the Padres, don't be fooled. Oh, it's Soto, it's Tatis, it's Machado, it's this and that. Stop. Stop. They're not hitting. It's mid-June. I'm not jumping on to start hitting now. Dodgers over. Well, as much as I can't stand this Dodger lineup, I think it's terrible. Oh, they could hit. They could hit a little bit. We got Lance Lynn coming to town. Oh, yeah. We'll see some runs. And the White Sox, as much as they're an underachieving bunch, they do have some bats. I mentioned some of the bats I like over there, right? We got Vaughn and Anderson and Eloy and on and on. I like it. And Gosselin has not been the good goose. He's been a bad goose. He's been laying eggs over the 9. I got this actually last night at 8.5, so it's gone up a tad here. But let's go to comment time. Let's see what we got here in the comment section. Excuse me as I blow my nose. Michael B, Mr. San Francisco Giant in the house. Welcome. Yeah, that's all right, Mike. What am I gonna do? I got some issues going on with mom. Got to take care of. We got some other stuff. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Locking in with the Kings in the house. Hanging in, brother. Hanging in. Michael, big night of SA. A's continue their winning ways, right? What is that? 5 in a row for us? 6 in a row now? For Oakland, big doggy. Rockies, Giants, Nuggets heat under, and I caught the Nuggets even money on the money line. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Giants getting it done yesterday. I mean, that was a Wainwright spot, right? Was Wainwright pitch yesterday? Or no, Libidor. Libidor was on the hill. That was Wainwright versus the Reds. Again, St. Louis. People still bet them like this is a good team. I don't get it. Nick, yes, I had a sweep. Reds, nice. D-backs getting it done again. I was worried about that with them coming off a road trip, but Philly, I'm not really that sold on Philly. I do like the Diamondbacks again today. Mariners money line, good one there. I thought I ran with Miami thinking, 8 to 10, they're hitting a little bit. Let's go. And it was not meant to be. Over Rangers, winner, undercards, never in doubt. Baltimore over 8.5 today from the Miz versus the Jays. Yes, I'll say yes to that. I do like. I did bet that game myself, so I got the over 8.5 in that one, and I do like Baltimore. I mean, I got it at 130, 140 last night. It's come down. Casey over to 10. I want to do this with you, but Kansas City offense to me, is Lyles going to give up 8 runs? Can Kansas City score it all? Mini under. I can do a mini under, yes. I think they'll get stymied tonight. And I don't like the Brewers offense. I think Brewers will win, but I could see this being like a 2-0 kind of game. San Diego, Cleveland over. I'm against it there. I'm on the under in that one. I'm not on the under. Well, yes, we are. In the chat, we have the under. So Baltimore money line, I agree with yes. Michael B. Come back on the Giants. Flannery's pitched well, but Giants crush righties. You're going to face more righties. That's just the way it is. Am I a believer of the Giants? 500 team on the road, whatever. Give me the under. Give me the under. Peterson homer and a ribby. He's a streaky hitter. I get it. 4 for 12, 2 homers versus Flannery. I don't hate it. I mean, Ruby prop 150. Again, I sort of like the under here, but it does worry me because it is a 9. You're like, eesh, 9. I don't, I'm not going to say no to the ribbies though. Nick, today I'm on the under Tigers, over Rockies, Cards, and moneyline Twins and Rolls. All right, let's start with Detroit versus the Braves. I don't hate this one here. I was with Ross and Jess this morning, and I thought I had this game, and I had another game instead. But I did a write up on this one, thinking about what to play on this, and it was going to be an underplay, the 8. Because the Tigers, 29 out of 30 batting average wise. Terrible. Just overall, a bad team in baseball here. Under, sure. Over in the Rockies against the Red Sox, I don't hate it. Chase Anderson and Cutter Crawford, I will agree with there. Cardinals, again, I'm on the under in that one, so I'm against in that one. Moneyline Twins, I can't do the Twins with Pablo at home. No, thank you. And KC, I get it. You have a guy favored who is arguably the worst pitcher in baseball, yet he's favored again. I think he was favored his last start out too. Which is crazy. Where do we have the things? Where's his last games? What are we doing here with this guy? Who's he favored against the Nets? Against the Nationals, he was favored. I don't have his things right in front of me. I'm trying to find them on the fly, but I can't bet Jordan Lyles. J-Rock. Castellanos over 1.5 bases against Arizona. I don't really hate that one versus Zach Davies. Dodgers run line. Just give me the over in that. I think we'll see a bunch of runs. Goose and Lynn. JD Martinez, Ribby. So we're heading out to LA for a couple of these guys. I don't hate the JD. You're getting a guy batting third or fourth versus a pitcher in Lynn who's definitely on the wrong side of the hill here on his way down. So I don't hate that. Dodgers, I don't hate it because they're a $2 fave, but again, I just think we see some runs. Nick is planning over in the Orioles and under in the Guardians. I like the Orioles over, yes. Under Cleveland, absolutely. Locking in with the King. Took the Heat 9.5. I've been doing this for a while now. I can say the Heat plus points probably was. Well, it was easy because we've seen them on the road against Boston, cover these 8-9s. They did it in game 2. They won outright. But also I don't know how we come in and say it was that easy. Yes, they covered and were right there to the end. But in this series, well, did you watch the rest of the series with that team? Did you feel really confident? They lost by 13, 15, 3, and 11. I don't know if that's. Let's take things, get it done. I was running to bet the Heat last night. I thought Denver was going to wrap it up. I didn't want to lay 9. I finished. Listen, I get it, but I'm not. The only thing I bet last night, I had the Denver futures, but I said I'm going to go a little over Max Strauss rebounds, 2.5. I didn't want anything to do. I didn't know what Heat team was going to show up. Good for the win. Take the win. I might want to back the A's again, but I don't know if I get behind Hogan's Heroes. Rays team total over. So Mr. Numbers is like, the Rays, they lose again on the road. They can't hit. They're stealing signs. And I had to follow him up on the Sean Higgs YouTube. I'm like, listen, man, stop at this. Rays have the second best batting average on the road. Number 2 in on base slugging. I think they're 5th or 6th in just runs scored. They score runs. Maybe you face a good pitcher, maybe you don't score good runs. You come in off of a Texas series first game on the road. Maybe you don't score runs a little bit. A's have won a little bit. Don't say the Rays are bad, Mr. Money. Stop it with that. Rays are going to the World Series. That's simple. I don't hate back in the A's again today. I understand the point. It's Beaks, not a guy I love here. How about an over 9? How about an over? I'll run to an over here. You have we saw the Rays put up runs against Texas, and again 4-4. I mean, what did they put up? 8-4 and 7. And have they scored less runs lately? I mean, 7-2, 4-3 in a loss. On the road, 4 at Boston, 6-4. So some unders there. But I contribute that to some a little better pitching. Face a little better team. You're not going to score on torrid pace like you are versus bad pitching. Here's a bad pitcher. Team total? I agree. Yanks here plus a price. I can went back to Mets. Here's the thing with the Mets. See, at an opener at a minus 130, 135, I could back the Mets. I'll take a shot on Mets at 135. 160, 170, I mean, no thank you. No thank you. I agree. 135 opener, yes. 165, 170 now? No. Heat eliminated. Panthers eliminated today. Yes. Vegas puck line. I got it. Reynolds. I'm with you. J-Rock says Milwaukee, Minnesota under 7.5. Yes, I agree with that. Nick says I got my revenge on Marlins yesterday. I had last 2 games White Sox. Blew 1 run leading game 1 and blowing 4 run lead in game 9th inning blowing leads. Good for it makes you feel better when you get a win, when you need one. Taking Seattle there over Marlins. I mean, a one hitter. I had the Marlins. That's the worst way to go down. Although I kind of like the Marlins to bounce back after getting one hit. Any team after one hit, I'll kind of think for bounce back. Hedge at halftime took Denver minus 127. That's what I would have did. I mean, it's crazy. They're down at the half and they're still like favored like that. I mean, that's just how much better they are than the Heat, as they took care of them. Jesse Shule said, "Take the after game 2." He said, "Take Denver to win in 5 plus 335. A's first 5 plus 265." Nathan, I don't hate this. I don't hate it. 265. It's if it wasn't Beaks, yeah. I mean, I'd be a little worried. Like, I don't take the A's. The A's have won 6 in a row. 265 worth a shot. Worth a shot. Absolutely. Jack says FanDuel Racing. Number 4, Kiana's Love, 7-2. There you go. There we go. We got a race. We got a horse race up from J-Rock. He likes his ponies. Miz says, to me, if the bullpens come in St. Louis Cincy game, 9 runs could be scored against the bullpens alone. Yeah, but we've seen, here's the thing, though. As bad as things have been for both teams, I look at it as, you can't be, I shouldn't say you can't, because you could be bad or as good as you've been for a while, right? Because after a while, it's like, well, it is what it is. And we are 2 months in. The way they've been playing lately, though, for me, would just be an under kind of game. Nobody's really crushing the ball a lot. I mean, let's be honest. Both teams have gone under 7 in the last 10. I'm not running a jump. I like Cobb. I think he's a guy who'll give up 3, 4 runs. And Flannery is, again, as bad as he's been so far, and it's bad for him because usually you think of him as like the healthy guy, who was that last year, 2 years ago, who was like a Cy Young type kind of pitcher, right? You're like, wow, this guy's really good. Where was it? 2019 was 11-8, 275. COVID, he had a 5 ERA 9. Again, I throw those off. 2021, 9-2, 17 games, 322. Last year hurt. This year, again, slow start. Right? He's got a little banged up. I mean, the Angel game crushed him. 10 runs in 2 innings. And then you see, he's gone 7, 7, 6s, 0, 1, 1, 3, 0, 3. Not, he's not a guy, one huge bad one. I could live with 3 or 4 runs. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a pitcher going 6, giving up 3. I could handle that. I'll jump on and under with that in today's baseball. I'm not going to hate it. 1-0, 7-5, 2-1, 10-5, 18-1 was a crazy game. 6-4. 11-7, 7-3, 7-3, 6-3. I mean, again, though, road, 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 road. I mean, a lot of road tens. Still on the under. Tim, has he slept all night partying with the team? I don't know. Michael, I'll fade Wheeler and ride the Diamondbacks. I want to take the White Sox plus 160. Dodgers 3-7 last 10. I don't love Fat Lance, but I don't think Dodgers should be. That's the thing. At a 190, I'm not loving Goslin. I mean, and he's a kid. I like this guy. I said between him and Urias and Anderson, they just always throw kids out there every year. They're 15-3 with 130 innings. Like they let these guys go 5 innings every game. And here's Goslin. The guy's got 8 starts. He has a 2.20 ERA. I mean, how are we really think that guy is going to get shelled? I mean, he's got at home 2.30 ERA, on the road 2.16 ERA, 175 batting average against at home, 156 road, .96 at home whip, 1 whip on the road. I mean, but he's just a 5-inning guy. Just every game, 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 hits. I mean, he gave up 3 runs last game, 4 total, 3 earned. 1-6, 3-5, 0-5, 0-5, 0-5, 3-5, 0. I mean, I think the over just based on Lance Lynn. Do I want to lay 190? No. No, not with 5-inning pitcher. I can't do it. Braves today, says Davis. I can't lay. I mean, I like Strider. He should bounce back, right? I mean, not terrible. What's there to say about him? He's an ace. He's a Cy Young kind of guy. And Reese Olson, I mean, he's a 13th rounder, 11th in their minors for the Tigers. 10 starts, AAA with a 6 ERA, 36 innings, 47 Ks. He's a strikeout guy. AA last year, he had 168 Ks, 119 innings. So we've seen 2 starts, 10 innings, 9 Ks, 5 hits. I don't know if I can lay. I almost want to take the Tigers. Now, the problem is they had lost 9 in a row before their win yesterday, and 11-12, or 12-13, or something like that. Not looking to run a better team like that. But will I be shocked here if the Tigers play close? How about a run line at Detroit plus 130? Detroit run line plus 130? Sure. Maurice, how about those A's? Break them up, baby. It's like you got Canseco, McGuire, Dave Henderson, Carney Lansford, Ricky Henderson in the lineup. Who else? Mike Gallego. Who's the catcher back on that team? Terry Steinbach? Walt Weiss? Here we go. They're going to go on a run. Watch out, Houston and Texas. Here come the A's. J-Rock, FanDuel Racing number 7. Race number 7. The number 4. Right on Richie. Well, we got to take that just for Richie P. 6-1. We'll take it for Richie P. Close speed figures, the top jockey trainer combo would play at anything above 3-1 for your horse. I have no idea what this means. But J-Rock has given plenty more winners than losers. And all decent plus plays as well. Ricketts, my guy. Good morning. Good to see you. Great slate of baseball today. Is it super duper? I don't know. I got 4 games I like. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping to go 4-0. The Mets. I don't like Mets at 150, Davis. I don't like them 150. Oakland. Again, it's anybody but Beeks I would have took them. But also you got who's pitching for them, like, eh. So I'd probably lean total style here, Tim, for me. Give me the over. It wasn't up, otherwise I would have put in a chat earlier. How about the Tigers? Atlanta's terrible against bad teams. Well, I mean, how about the Tigers? They just won once. They just mentioned they lost 9 in a row, and I think 11 or 12 or 12-13. They have not been playing well. Do I want to lay the 230s, 240s here? Even with Strider. I mean, I want to take the run. I want to take the run and a half. And it's a run and a half at plus 130. A lot of times it's like you're minus 160 in these kind of spots. I think Atlanta has problems. Uh, I think Strider's still an all-star type guy. I mean, the lineup, let's be honest, Acuna's fabulous. He's going to hit 30, and he might be a 40-40 guy. Who knows? I mean, guy might steal 50, 60 bases also. You have Riley and Olson and uh, Murphy, Denard, Albies. I mean, Azuna, they have just Michael Harris hasn't done nothing. I love the lineup. Pitching is a little suspect. Today, definitely don't want to lay with them. But it's just tough taking Detroit. I mean, they're the worst hitting set, the 29 out of 30 in hitting. Overall, and at home, they're just bad. They can't hit. Up there in strikeouts, they strike out left and right. Should have bet the Royals first five. The bullpen blew it up. It's don't ever say I should have bet the Royals. Like that shouldn't be coming out of your mouth, Maurice. Should be betting the Royals. J Rock. Miz says J Rock. Had my boy Castellano across the board for Belmont and exacta box 368. J Rock trifecta box. What is this? All right, this you and J Rock. I have no idea what this means. John Stutzman. All right, press your mom. Yeah. So real fast on that. She was in the hospital for like 4 days. You send her back, send her home. I'll come get her. We got to do some, test. So she sounds like internal bleeding, and they send her home. I don't know. I'm no doctor. That does not seem right to me. I didn't. They gave her a blood transfusion. You send a person home. Someone explain. I don't know. So I'd be lying if I said that's not a little worrisome to me. It's not like she's like some young lady. She just had surgery not even a month ago. Now she has internal bleeding, and they send her home. So, needless to say, I'm a little worried and annoyed at that, especially for my kids. We just lost my dad like 2 months ago. So, whatever. I'm a human. It's upsetting. Think of Baltimore and Cincy money lineup. I like the O's with you. I bet the O's myself. And Cincy again, it's the Royals, Lyles. I understand, but Brandon Williams. Is it just as to me? It's just a pass kind of game. It's just for plus 105, plus 110. Overs, yes. I got the O's over as well at 8.5 today last night. J Rock says Jays Orioles over. Yes, best support in a row. Kramer is poor. Kramer's not terrible. He does what he does. He gets some wins. He gives up hits. They win games. But this spot, over is the only way to go. Only way to go. Locking in with the King. Tuesday underdog report 82.53. 53%. This is not bad on the run lines. Plus 509. I haven't really dabbled in them. I said I was. I do have to look more, although I was looking a lot at that Tiger one today. Davis, Cincy today. No, thank you. Don't take the Reds. I know they're playing KC. It's just a game you scrutch. You don't have to play these games. The crap teams are great. You don't know what's going to happen. That's why they're garbage. Eric says he's coming back on the Angels tonight against John Gray and the Texas Rangers for Barrera. I'm not going to hate it, right? They're playing good. Right, Donnie's hitting a little bit. Right, him and Trap both in yard last night. That's a good sign. 7-10. Maybe you're putting a little together. Bray's a bullpen guy. Maybe it was 5+, shuts things down. I'm going to go under number one. I'll come with the Rangers run line because they couldn't really bust through when they had to in the clutch last night. And so far for the last 2 months, they've been taking care of it. 2.5 months, whatever it is. They have been. So I'll play to the run line. I still like the over as well. I need more out of the Angels before I can bet them. Although here they've won a few. Here they are, 37-31. Mike, I'll bet Texas last night on Grind Hill. The game came off the board, so I don't know if there's a pitching change. Is that what it is? Well, I told him that there's a pitching change. I hate the pitching changes. Oh, still nothing. Still nothing. See, I saw a gray, and then I saw nothing, and I saw a gray, and I saw nothing. So I don't know what is happening. Obviously, it changes things around. I mean, I can't do nothing about it. Listen, they go 0-2 in the chat. I'm going to come in tomorrow and be like, well, maybe we would have went 4-0. I wouldn't have had the Texas game, but it is what it is. I can't come in and change them after the fact. That's not what the show is. We got to take our lumps, good, bad, or indifferent. Nathan, yesterday, 3-teamer. A's money line. Excellent. Rangers first 5. Got there. Nuggets first half -5. Ay. 3-teamer. There you go. Nice 2-in-1 day. Straight up bets would have put a nice chunk in your pocket there. Would have put a nice 265 in your pocket. Well, minus a little juice there, I guess, on the Nuggets, but still. It would add nice plus $2 in your pocket, 2 or more. And you had to parlay it up. Rough. So I just hate parlays. J-Rock, I just had Archangelo. Start to put him on Forte because he was one. What is this? Forte, the running back? Was it on the Bears? Matt Forte? Is this? Are we talking? Is this XFL? Is this USFL football? Matt Forte in the backfield? Good looking child. That's the kind we like. Nobody wants some ugly kids. Every child's good looking apparently. Nobody says, "Oh man, you got an ugly baby." Every baby's cute. Look at that cute little baby. Over Baltimore. I got the over myself. Good looking. Yes. I think Bassett gives up hits. I think Kramer gives up hits. I think we see some runs. I got an 8.5 last night. Is at 9. I don't hate it. Still like the over. Ricketts, baseball streaky. Giants for about 3 or 4 weeks average 2.5 runs a game. Not crushable. It is. Again, this is why I like my little streaks. All right, these guys won 5 in a row. I'll jump on them, or you should be on them. If they're losing, kind of go against them. Teams are hitting well, right? Guys are hitting. Michael B comes in here. Conforto had RBIs in 6, 7 in a row, and he's getting 180s, 190s. Play the streaks. That's why baseball's 162 games. It gets streaky. Players go on streaks. Teams go on streaks. Ride them. It's simple enough to find. I mean, just go to MLB.com there. I mean, basic site you could just go to. You don't have to go out of your way and subscribe to a bunch of pay sites for stats. I mean, there's a bunch of them. Like Fangraphs, there's plenty. Follow it. You could win. I mean, I don't put everything in here that I do in my personal life. I can't even do them on sites, but it's like the streaking it's easy to find. Good edges. Tuesday underdog straight up 67, 65, 43, but plus 25 hundo. Can't beat that. I mean, again, take the dogs. And I think just even in the season when you ran this by, I think the dogs have been pretty good overall. Maytail under, Tigers team total under as well. Yeah, I mean, they are hitting, I think, like 220 at home. Again, I don't know the number off the top of my head. Another 29 out of 30 in hitting. I know they don't hit, period. Dodgers 185. Oh, yeah. That's not good. No. If you want to run line it, okay. I mean, I got the over myself. So I think we're going to see runs. Dodger bullpen to me. I mean, Gosselin, I ran down his stats. He's going to go 5 innings. He'll give up 2. That's what he does. But Lance Lynn, I think we're seeing runs today. So even if our guy Gosselin gives up a 3 spot, which I think he probably will, I'm seeing at least 5 from Lynn before the bullpens get involved. I mean, we should have 5, 6, 7 by like the 5th. So hopefully it gets there. I hate saying gets there easy, but I'm thinking it should be an easy one. KC 0-13, Jordan Love starts. How are they backing them? I'm not looking. The Reds. I don't want to back the Reds either, though. Yes, they've put together some wins. Right? It's like, oh, look at this. We're tough. We're almost a 500 team, a couple games under. Do you want to run to bet the Reds at plus 105? I mean, it's me. I had a bad Friday, Saturday. All right, I won on Sunday. 0-2 yesterday. Not a good run. You know, I'm on a 4-20 run. I'm not looking to bet a guy with a 5-something ERA. You know, I'm not coming to bet a Reds team, which is thought of to be a bad team to start the season. Not looking to do it for a plus 105. To me, that's not a good spot. He's off a game where he gave up 6 runs to the Dodgers in 5. 2 runs, 3 runs, 2 earned to Milwaukee. 4 runs to the Cubbies. 3 earned, 4 total to St. Louis. I mean, I'm not, again, This kid, Brandon Williams, is supposed to be pretty good. He's what? He was a second-round pick, Williamson, for the Reds. So it's not like he's some scrub coming up. I'm just not running to pet Cincinnati. Tied and prepared. Good afternoon. Call me crazy. Tied and prepared. I'll call you crazy because I think you were part of the Miami Heat crew the other day. Heat big tonight. What I think was your last thing you said before the game 4 there. Tied and prepared. So I'll hit you with that one. I got to hit you. When T-Money comes in, I got to hit the T-Money up. He's probably crying into his Heat tickets. Detroit money line. I don't hate it. Olsen has pitched good in his couple starts. I don't hate it, and I trust the Braves as much as I like the offense. Can they win? 6-1? I don't know. I kind of like the run line plus 130 as well, Todd. The Natties today. Huh? You want to come in a little Natty action with Corbin? I don't hate it. I'm actually heading to the game tonight. I'll be there. It's Star Wars night, and it's a triple bobblehead night. I will be at the game tonight with Hunter Brown. So, Pittsburgh. Ortiz and I kind of, believe it or not, I know Talion has like a touchdown ERA. I sort of like the Cubs today. Now, is it a quiet bias because I need them to win some games to get my win ticket going and maybe hold out any kind of hope for a division? I don't hate the Pirates, though. After May, I thought, here we go. They're going to send it in and just be bad. They haven't. Strong June, 7 to 10 wins in their pocket. Little doggy, I don't hate it. Twins run line, I don't like that at all. I don't trust Pablo Lopez here. The Rockies, where's Colorado? Gets the Sox. I don't know, but something tells me Chase Anderson gets shelled tonight. I'd rather do an over in that game. Reds money line and a run line as well for plus money. I just mentioned Williamson numbers. It's not like he's great. He gives up some runs. Kansas City hasn't hit. All their young guys have been terrible. I don't hate it. I just can't run to bet the Reds. I do like the run line, though. If you're going to go down and if the game's going to lose, at least you go down trying to get a nice plus 180 in your pocket. Oakland over, absolutely. Baltimore line, yes, Todd. Yankees. I actually kind of like the Mets tonight. Don't tell Tim that I like the Mets. I like the Mets tonight. San Diego tonight would have to be an underplay for me. I like the under between them and Cleveland tonight. Good look out. So Heat lose series 4-1, Florida lose series 4-1. Yes, Vegas puck line is the play. There it is right in the chat, plus 155. Seattle night with Kirby. I can't lay a 150 with Kirby. I like Kirby a lot. I like a bear a lot. I was out with Ross and Jesse today. You could find it on YouTube. Simple. You get one hit. That's embarrassing. I'm going to come back with Miami. I had 1 8-10, playing well. I had him yesterday. I'm going to come back with him today. I can't lay that number with this guy. Miz says here, Orioles interested in India from Cincy. It doesn't make any sense to me, Miz, at all either, because I think Baltimore should be looking for a pitcher like Bieber or Nola or Lance Lynn or Giolito or whoever Oakland's going to trade or get Greinke from Kansas City. I don't know. What are we doing? Get a pitcher. Pitching, please. If you think your team's in contention, go get a pitcher. Don't worry about the bats. The bats you gotta shut the other team down. Michael, I'd say say no more NBA. I was going to survive on baseball and the occasional UFC card until football gets started. Listen, your NBA was great. You're hitting your first quarters, first halves. I could see you being upset. Me, it is no loss. I had a winning NBA season. I'll move on. I don't love it. Here we go. Baseball's fine. I'll grind it out for the next 2 months. And football's here in August, right around the corner. Jesse, pretty good predicted future, and I see massive win streak coming from my man Sean Higgs. Get your subs now. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have some rough ones, and I did. Some of the losses are bad in the streak. What am I going to do? It is what it is. I've had losing streaks before, and I've had winning seasons off those losing streaks, so I'm not worried about it. King D, Angels last night, plus 142. Excellent. Forgot I made the bet. I'll use that count for dogs. It's posted on Twitter. Oh, the old fan. Well, I like FanDuel and sometimes DK because they try to get lines up early. And I'll tell you what, although I can't get down anything significant in football anymore, they come up with their lines totally terrible, totally terrible. I mean, I mentioned the Steeler line. They opened up at 43 and a half. It's like 41 everywhere else. So I end up getting that a couple $100 across a couple places because they don't take more than $18. Crap, it's ridiculous. But get those things if you want it. They're good to hit them early, and then they'll hit you down a little bit, but they put out lines early and they're wrong. They're wrong. Ricketts. Top of Patriot Crazy Yankees are not going to win. I like the Mets today too, Ricketts, believe it or not. Toronto 118 versus Baltimore. I like the O's. And let me tell you, I got Orioles last night at a plus 140 and a plus 130 on two sites. So hopefully that's a nice one for me because the line's down to 105. We'll see what happens. Again, I get just because you get a good number doesn't mean it's going to win. I had good numbers and I'm on a losing streak. So that's life. That's what we do when you bet. We win, we lose, we move on to the next day. Brew Crew run line. I'll do Brew Crew run line with you. Twins missing some guys, and Burns is, and I was killing Burns. And I think Burns will get traded. I think Nola gets traded. I think Burns gets traded. He's good enough where he's going to go 7, give up a run or 2. And I think Lopez, and again, Milwaukee's a team I've been saying for years needs some more bats. But I'll take a shot with you on a big payday. Absolutely. King D, confident running back on the dogs again, considering Tuesday episode. Take the dogs. I'm not going to blame you for taking dogs. But there are the dogs like the Reds, they're a plus 105. And yes, Kansas City's terrible. I don't even I can't run to bet the Reds though just because I got to fade that team. Like dogs for me would be today. I'll take a shot on Detroit. Like I said, kind of like Detroit run line, right? Plus 130. That's worth a shot. The Oriole line now is at plus 105. Would I bet that? If I would have bet that this morning plus 105, probably not. Probably would have been like, I would probably put these little cheesier lines like the 105 for that. The Milwaukee 105, the Pirates again. That's kind of a small little line there as well as they're playing the Reds. That would be a spot where I do some 4 or 5 teamer with some small 105s plus or minus in something to take a shot at. But these big ones, I don't mind taking some of these big guys. You want to take a shot on the Yanks? Those. I'm not a big Sevy guy. I'm not a Yankee guy. To back, yes, I like the Yankees, but I don't want to back them. But do I want to lay 165 now at Scherzer? Open at 130. Yeah, 140, 145. Sevy, sure. You want to take I don't know if I could do a Colorado because they're a bad team. The Nats plus 2.25. I could take a Nats $2 with you there. You want to come back on the A's plus 180? I can take another big dog there. Cleveland as a dog, sure. Miami, sure. Even the White Sox. The little ones though, I'll move on. I don't have to take the small guys. Only because it's beaks. Exactly, it's beaks. It's not like it's not Bradley, not Eflin, not McClanahan. No, thank you. Lane, my guy, how are you? I like that Dodger over 9. How do you feel about the Baltimore Ravens? I got overs in both. I'm on both of them. Todd says the Mets stink lately and not laying 140. You can't lay to 140 or 150 or 160, whatever it is. 140, I might go into a run line on 140. 135, anything under 140, I'd go money line. Because I think the Mets win this. I do think the Mets win today. Because a Scherzer will come in and strike out 10 guys. The problem is, can the Mets score? Even against Sevy. Philly ace Zach Wheeler night. I'm not running to bet the Phillies. No, thank you. Do I want to take a 110 with Zach Davies? It actually looks a little low to me. I think you should take Arizona. Definitely not on the Phils. No fighting Phils tonight. Pirates there. I would do if I could get again, it's a 105 for a team that's playing good. They won 7-10, and the Cubs are just a mess. And I got James Talione's got a 7-something ERA. It's been bad. again, are they begging you to take the Pirates? Is the 105 worth it? Like to me, I'd rather just avoid it. Like the Toronto game, I said I don't want to avoid nuts. I know plus 105. It's man says no more unders for me with Ozzy bullpens. Detroit game yesterday, I mean, unbelievable. The first 5 totals definitely got to take a look at. But again, if it's juiced, I can't. I'm not Mr. Juicy. I'm not the Hawaiian Punch guy. Moneyline Markel's in house. A's first 5 full game. Why not? 6 in a row. 6 in a row. I had him the other day against Milwaukee. The Pirates. Like I just mentioned the Pirates. Plus 105. I don't think it's worth it. Vegas tonight. Puck line only on the ice, Davis. Steve said took the Brew Crew even. I like it. I like the Brew Crew. I got it in here. So you see, it's plus 105. David says Washington Nats. WNBA. Have fun in the WNBA. Trevor took a beating yesterday. It happens. Sometimes we take losses. We just move on to the next one. Definitely. That's why we need our, short memories. We just got to move on. Steven says, I'm definitely in Tigers plus the 1.5 at home on run line. Yeah, it's plus 130 on the run line. I think it's worth it. But now Markel leaning O's money line, but I want to stay off it. Now, what it's down to now to 105, I don't really love it. Again, I got a good number last night. We'll see if it pays off. Doesn't mean it's going to win because you get a good number. Richie P, my guy. Welcome. Thanks for hitting the like button. Brio, my man, money man in the house. Watching from Facebook. I'm going to take a shot with the Rockies, says Michael B. First 5 plus 1-8. Chase Anderson pitched well, and Cutter Crawford's 2-3 inning. Again, Sox at home. Why do I think they're going to hit this guy? Again, did I bet it? No. Do I have a feeling that it's going to be a over? Yes. Steven says my dad internal bleeding was hospitalized for 3 days. Yeah, they sent her home. They didn't know why she had trouble breathing. They find out they do a test on Sunday. What's that? GI through the throat, the camera. All right, you got internal bleeding. Can't figure it out. Go for a colonoscopy, but we'll let you go home. Bizarre. So I don't understand that, Steve. Yes. Vincent wants like TikTok. The Higgs stock, man. You want to see Higgs stock? We're gonna do Higgs stock, and we're gonna call plus dollar daddy. I think for Tim. That's what Tim calls me in private. Tim hates the plus dollar daddy. The old Higgs stock. I don't think I can handle Higgs stock. Sometimes I have an Instagram. I just more post stuff when I'm out. I'll post stuff at a game or at a casino, sportsbook, whatever. But I do see like reels of other capper guys and stuff, and I'm like, what is this? I don't know. I don't know if I can't handle the 1 minute TikTok nonsense. Like I just be going crazy in the comments. Like that's not my generation. Like these kids, they like that. They like their 9-leg parlays, same game stuff. That's not me. Next, I had a Tiger under 8.5. It's now 8. Had Giants over 8.5. It's now 9. Yeah. Good move on the Giants. And you got to move on the Tigers. I don't hate either of them. The Reese Olson kid. And again, he was like a 13th rounder. Bad numbers in the minors. A lot of Ks. He strikes cats out. And I mentioned the Tigers at home hitting. Bad. So I don't mind the under. Yes! I got mean faces. I got angry face. From Davis. Oh, yeah, Davis. No WNBA, bro. Can't do the WNBA. I'm assuming that's what it's from. I make fun of the WNBA. Thanks, Vincent. Thank you. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't understand the nonsense. Ricketts. Mother log up every 3 weeks. Seriously. I mean, well, the blood transfusion because her heart rate's like a 48. She's supposed to be like a 60. So, I mean, I don't understand. She gets up, she gets dizzy. Walking, she's dizzy. Like the breathing. Like, I think that's a problem. Have trouble breathing. Said there's nothing wrong with her lungs, though. I don't know. Again, I'm not a doctor. I might go stay at a Holiday Inn Express, then I'll be able to diagnose it If I'm on Twitter more, I can be considered a doctor. They should have sent her home. Contact her. Well, she's got to see her regular physician, and then she's going to see the guy she saw in the hospital. But that's not for another week. That's next week. So probably no show next Monday. So Steve Italian's a fave at home versus Pirates. I know Italian, and he's been terrible. I I look at that number though, Steve. It's like they're begging to take the Pirates, right? First place Pirates still. They still first place Pirates. All right, Davis gonna hit me with another angry pick for this. Columbia soccer, June 17th. What is it? Davis, hit another angry face. 'Cause I don't know that. Cobb's out on the hill. I do like Cobb, and I like the under. But uh, I can't take the Giants. I know Mike will be upset. Flannery, maybe he's going to come back. I just like the under. I think both of these guys are decent. Both lineups have not been hitting. Let's go under. Grades officially out. There we go. Of course. Well, too late. It's posted on Twitter that I got these numbers. I can't switch it. I can't switch it. I don't switch it. You think the Ranger under is tricky? Well, forget about the Ranger game now. I got a pitching change. Indians bet, but every time you bet Cleveland goes over, I get it, but overall they're an under squad. They're an under squad. Didn't bet it. Which one? Indians. What? I know which one you meant for that. Either Indians or Rangers. Guardians. Tommy. Break down this parlay. Vegas, yes. Padres at plus 143. Well, I like Vegas. I mean, you're getting plus money here for a team that's laying 190 in, or I should say on the ice with Vegas, right? They're 195 tonight. The Padres are what, about 170 at home? I more like the under in the Padres game. But they're 160. The odds aren't bad. I mean, you got a 2-1 in one of them. I don't hate it. Padres should be Cleveland. Would I put something else in there? I mean, well, I'd rather put the Orioles in there at a plus 105. Give me I actually, you know what? How about in Oakland? If you're, the Padres to me, can they win? Sure. Could they lose this game? I think they could lose this game. Cleveland's playing a little better. I mean, Vegas, it's that big number for a reason. I think I'm not the only one who thinks they win tonight. I got them on the puck line. I think they're going to win convincingly. Now, we mix something else in there instead of a minus 160, even a shorter kind of fave. Now, what else could you throw in instead of that would be the question. And I would lean towards a Tiger play. Even in Nationals at a big shot. I mean, O's. O's. I like the O's. Obviously, I bet them, but that line's down to 105. I mean, I want to put the A's or the Nats in there with Vegas to bump those odds up. Moneyline Mills loves the parlay. I get it. There. Again, best way to go 3-1, baby. Put in that 14 parlay. How many times, Moneyline, have you gone put a parlay in oh man, I can't believe I lost that last part? Right? I'm sure a lot of people at Tampa Bay last night over the A's. I mean, every day I'll come back, I'll look at yesterday's games, and I could just kind of guess what team crushed somebody's parlay. The Braves losing. How many people had the Braves in a parlay yesterday? How many people had Boston in a parlay yesterday? Texas as a favorite. Tampa Bay, big fave. I mean, people got crushed yesterday. All those $2 faves, all those big faves going down. I'm sure every parlay lost. I'm sure there's some cat who just took every crazy big dog and put in a parlay for $10 and won. Miz, instead of parlay, I'm trying to round robin. There you go. 2 out of 3 is a winner. Michael B, I kind of like the Rockies play. I don't hate the Rockies. I don't think Boston's a good team, so I don't hate that. I just think we're going to see more runs. I prefer the over, Steve. What coincidence? Miami Marlins lose 8-1 the same day he played the Nuggets. 1 seed versus 8 seed. Tinfoil hats are on for that one. Colorado first five run line is +1.5, and money line is +170. You want to take a shot at +170 and money line? I don't hate that for a first five because I think they'll get some runs off Cutter, but I think they'll give up some runs themselves. Again, that's why I love the over. Tommy says, "Guy called I could see it." I understand. I understand completely. That's what we do here. Astros today, I think. It's Hunter Brown. You know I love Hunter Brown. We have a Hunter Brown Rookie of the Year. I thought this guy could go like 14-4 or something, have a nice season. Not that I don't like the guy. But at 220 spot, I'll take a feisty Corbin. You can't just sit here and fade Corbin. I don't think it's a guarantee. Not a guarantee for me. Here we go. On the road, 5 starts, 5.70 ERA, 2.98 batting average against. You know, it's weird. He's got a 3.06. So teams are hitting over 300 against him on the season, hitters. 2 earned, 6-4, Tampa and LA, 2-3-3, 2-2-2-2, a 6 at Kansas City, 3 at Dodgers, 3 at Arizona. I mean, take out his 6 runs against Tampa and 4 versus Angels. Again, game 1 versus Atlanta, 4 runs, only 2 earned. 4 runs against Cleveland, 2 earned. 3 runs San Fran, 2 earned. 4 runs LA, 3 earned. So he's really given up more than 3 runs 3 times this year. Now, does he give up some hits? Absolutely gives up some hits. I mean, the team batting average is 300 against him on the year. That being said, you're going to give up more than 3 runs 4 times in 13 starts. It's not bad. No, Rick? Yes or no? I mean, now, do I worry about the 300 batting average against? Yes. But are these hits coming on with 2 outs? I get the report update each week. Tuesdays, Fridays are the most profitable days of straight up underdogs. Yeah. Well, Tuesdays looked enormously productive. We put up before. Jermaine, I'd run the bet the over team total either side. I agree with the over there. Talking Rockies and I'm assuming this is still Rockies and Red Sox we're talking about. I'm keeping that in mind. Take those dogs. Don't be scared to take dogs, folks. Steve says Pirates, Guardians, Reds. The Pirates and the Reds, are they worth it for me at plus 105s? Probably not. That's my concern. Like, I'm not running a bet. And again, it's against Lyles. I understand. Talion's been bad. The Cubs have been bad. I get it. I just, for me, the value's not there to hold my nose. I don't mind holding my nose and taking a dog. I'd rather take the A's than Pirates or Reds today. Take the A's again. I'd rather take the A's and Nats than the Pirates and Reds. Nick says on the Royal money line today, they will win. If you're taking the Royals money line, take the run line. If you're going to lose, the guy who's 0-13 this year as a starter, as a team is behind him, take a run line if you think he's going to win one eventually. Take the run line for +1. Nats first 5 for moneyline Markel. I agree. King D, I've used the data these past 2 weeks so far. I like it. Fading the public on these big games of favorites. You have to. I had to do yesterday. You mentioned the Braves. You mentioned the Rays. You mentioned the Red Sox. I mean, all big faves, all lost. Jesse, FYI, gave a history of the NBA game last night. History tells us 9 out of 10 Stanley Cup clincher games go under. Yes, game 7 unders, always. This game's going to be like 4-1, Jesse. We know how it's going to play out. Vegas is going to come out in the first period, slam the door shut. It's 3-0 in the second, game over. King D's 11 money line Markel. Mike, do I think the Rays kill the A's today? No, I actually think the A's have a shot at winning today. We're not betting Tampa just because they're Tampa Bay. A's have won 6 in a row. Beeks is going to go, a couple innings? I can't. Don't take the Rays. Well, wait till the Rays win a game. until you jump back on that train. Tyler Perry, I'm eating my Heat pick. I own it. And I know. Listen, I'm just busting chops with the Heat. I mean, a lot of people thought I thought the Heat would. I thought this game would probably go like 6. Not competitive. I mean, from the start, it was not competitive series. You knew it was going to be Denver in a rout. Moneyline Markel, he's agreeing with you, Markel. Oakland has won 6 straight. Yes, they have, BMT. Again, and that's, are they going to win forever? No, but it's just, how are you going to come and take Tampa Bay with Beeks? It's not like it's one of their top 3 guys. It's Beeks on the hill, laying at 225, 230. I can't. No. Oh, they're going to lose. Well, I'm sure people thought they were going to lose their last 6 games. I saw it. No one thought they'd sweep Milwaukee. No one thought they'd win again against Tampa. Don't bet on. Don't get in front of a team that's won 4, 5, 6 in a row. Don't wait till they lose and then say, you know what, I'll take the other team. You're either on the 6-game win streak, getting 230, or 185, whatever it is, or you're not. Or you're not. Definitely not in Tampa. It's Oakland or nothing. Mike's on the Mets. I like the Mets today. I do. Davis, Monaco French basketball. The French. That's a bunch of baguette wearers. They don't know how to play basketball. The French. Stay away from French basketball, Davis. Who's on this team? 230. I do appreciate you coming in, Davis, but this kind of nonsense got to stop. This is where the block button comes out. French basketball. I love this part of the NBA season. It's the best part of the NBA season. I can't stand NBA, and I just won $500 for the year. I can't stand it. Diamondbacks run line. Daedrin. I actually kind of like the Diamondbacks on the money line, so I'm not going to say no to a run line play. People love the Phillies. Oh, it's that. Arizona's in first place. Much like the Orioles, a team that just keeps winning gets 0 respect. Arizona, you can give me them as plus money. Take them. Bill says, Rocky's nice plus money play today. I mean, I don't hate fading Cutter Crawford. I understand that aspect of it. But really, we're going to run to take Chase Anderson? I can't. Chase Anderson's what, 37 years old? How old is Chase Anderson? He's 35. He's 35. He's having a nice little season. I'm not going to say that. I mean, he hasn't pitched this good since 2017 when he went 12-4 and 25 starts for the Brew Crew. Let's see the game logs here in his starts. Came up in May. 3 innings, 2 innings, 5 innings, 5 and 2/3, 5, 5, 6, 5. I mean, I just can't bet Chase Anderson. He's pitched. I mean, are you confident that the bullpen will hold down the Sox? New Orleans, USFL. New Orleans, USFL. Miz, your dogs barked yesterday. They were barking. They all came in, all the big boys. Stop Geo, my guy. How are you? $5 bet MGM free bet on Vegas Florida over 5.5. Nah, put the 5 on a puck line instead. Pittsburgh today, plus 2 runs. Just take Pittsburgh on the money line. Plus 2. Steven, so would you take the over first period instead? I don't think it's going OT. I think Vegas wins this like 4-1. But over first period, I don't know if I could do over first period. Because I think if that's the case, Vegas jumps out to a 2-0 lead then. I wouldn't play the first period over. I'd rather just do a puck line. I think Vegas wins. First period, nothing. Maybe Vegas will score first. I don't know what those odds are. I'm trying not to lay a big number. It is puck line or nothing for me. I got a puck line 164. Right? 164, my puck line play. Where is it? 164 is what I got. King D at Moneyline Markel. Take 3% of your bankroll. Go all dogs Moneyline. See how it goes. That's why I keep the fan public duel. They have good dog numbers on FanDuel and DK as well. J Rock Guerrero 2 ribbies for Vladdy plus 380. I don't hate it. I like the over, so I think runs will be scored. So I'm with you, J Rock. Money line Markel. I might try because I feel like dogs are still barking. They are barking. It's gonna be on the right ones, especially a day like yesterday where a bunch of big ones came in. Yeah, well, that's what we got to find. But that's the thing; you can't just go in overnight. It's like called yesterday, get appointments a week away. Uh, Moneyline Markel. Moneyline Markel is on Twitter. Ricketts, fat pockets for Daddy Hicks. Yeah, we try. We try. There we go. Find him. He's at Moneyline Markel. He's not Moneyline Markel. That's what I call him. Vegas first period puck line plus 155. Ricketts, really? You think they scored 2 in the first? Stupid, but a big parlay. Here we go. Vegas puck line. Tigers A's first 5. It'll be a big one. It'll be a big win for sure. Nuggets first half. I didn't think they'd come out and be that flat, but it didn't surprise me. Right? You're playing like that. You think it's in the bag. We just beat these guys by 10 every game. They're just like we're toying with them. I got crushed yesterday. It happens, Mike. We move on. You lose, just on to tomorrow. You win, on to tomorrow. That's why I don't really get. And again, should I get all excited about like, oh, look at this, I'm a win streak? This, you know what? I don't do that because when I'm down, I'm the same tone. It's money. Comes, it goes, we win, we lose, hello, goodbye. J-Rock, drive me crazy when I see people round robin faves. Oh, the round robins. I like Corbin tonight too, Steve. I like him. Calgary CFL. Come on. Rockies. First 5 over under is 5.5. Team total for them themselves is 5.5. Patrick Corbin, not Corbin Burns. Yeah, I mean, I ran down his numbers. Now they're ugly. 300 batting average against. I get it. But 4 runs allowed what? 4 runs and what? 3 starts? I say 4 starts. He keeps you in it. And if I'm betting on dogs and I'm holding my nose, I'm taking a 225 dog on the road or a 180 dog. I want it to be with a guy who's going to give me a shot. And if you're giving up 3 or 4, I think I still have a shot. Desmond says, congrats to the Nuggets. Yes. Bunch of baggage. Really? The French. J-Rock, 2-1, you're a winner. Yes, you are in a round Robbie. Steven says, Brew Crew, money line. I don't hate it. I got Burnsy here in the chat for the Brew Crew. Oakland roll line. I like them. I like them to win today. Nats plus 2.5. Oh my goodness. So this is a round robin for plus 232. I don't like buying like 2.5. It's crazy. Marlins again. I like the Marlins to win today. I said that with Jesse and Ross this morning. I like the Nats anyway. At plus 180, whatever they are. I like Oakland. I take it. I think it's a winner. Miz says he does mostly totals in his roundies. Nathan says NBA is over. He's happy. You should be happy. It's terrible. It's a terrible product, the NBA. It's crap. I can get your point on the pick game. Just doing the Angels, stupid starting pitcher nonsense. I know. I did the same thing, and I put out in the chat, and now I got a different thing. It is what it is. So I could have 2 losses on my thing, and there should be no game there. But it is what it is. It happens. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose. What am I going to do? It's pitch and change. Did he play slash rebounds? He had 9. Yeah, I said that yesterday in the show. That's all I had yesterday. I mean, I had Denver futures cashed, but the rebounds, 2.5. It's a joke. Vegas Knights, get it done. Puck line, baby. Take that money. Scott, what do you think about the Orioles on the run line? I like the Orioles to win outright tonight. So, you want to take a run line? I like them to win anyway. Take the over Rangers. I did like the under first. Now I got a pitching change. But they didn't burn through their pens yesterday. They used a couple guys, an inning each. The problem here is now I got a pitching change with the Rangers. So a guy I thought was going to go 7 and not worry about the bullpen. Now I got to worry because I don't know what kind of game I'm getting. I'm getting 2 innings from a bunch of guys today. That's the problem in that game now. So as much as I have it in the chat, As far as I'm concerned, the games I'm 0-2. I got losers there because it's a new pitcher. Both teams take that over 5.5. I'll go over that. You might have 3 runs in the first inning, Steven. All right, we're long today. I'm glad it's good to be back. I'm glad we have a thumb up and 2 angry faces in the Facebook group. I love it. People are watching. Look headlines. We'll be back tonight. I'll come back and look headlines this evening. All right. Good to see everybody. Brewers plus 105. Cards under 9. Ranger game. Forget it. It's a pitching change, but I'll take the losses if they are what they are. Padres under 7.5. Dodgers over 9. Vegas puck line. Wrapping it up. Notification bell on for look headlines tonight.